Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kezia. Today we're going to do the update for Pan Those palettes. I have 3 of them that I am trying to meet certain goals on. I have one that I am trying to finish up totally. That was my Pan That palette from last year. And then I have a Pan That palette in order, where I'm just working on one shade at a time. And then I have one palette in which I want to hit all the pans if possible. I don't know if it is, but let's get going. The first one I have here is the Pan That palette in order. This is from ZZ. It's called the Mayan Goddess or the Solar Cycle palette. And I was working on the 8th shade. As you can see here, I didn't have much. Oh, I dipped my nail into this. But as you can see, I didn't have much of a dip at all. And I am happy to announce that I have a dip. Not a pan, but a dip. I have a pretty significant dip. So if I use it as much as I have this month, I might actually have pan on it until the next update. I am wearing it today in my crease, or rather in my like outer part. And I have actually found several ways to use this that I really enjoy. And I have some yeah, I have some ideas for what I can do with it. I've also actually used this one a little bit more. I've used this one 4 times, so you can see that I have quite a good dip going on here. I'm wearing it today as well. This one I've used 9 times, so maybe if I can use it 9-10 times more, maybe we can have a pan there. I am using quite a lot of it when I use it, so that's good. And yeah, that's the update on that. I really hope to have pan in that until the next update. The next thing I want to talk about is the Candy Haze palette. This is the real Pan That palette, let's say, because this is the one I want to finish. And I only had 4 shades when we started this, this project last month. And I want to finish it all this year if I can. And my goal was to just use the silver shade because it's a gorgeous shade. I wanted to continue this, but still take a break from the rest of the palette because there are a few shades in here that I'm like not vibing with totally, that I don't want to use all the time. But actually, I used all of the shades and I'm very happy about it. And I actually used some of the shades pretty much. So let's take a look. This is how it looks like right now, and I hope you can see the pan expansion in the silver shade. I'm almost done with this shade down here, but as you can see, maybe I have the tiniest bit left here that I really want to finish until the next update. So let's go through the usage. So Gaze is the shade that I have been using the least, and I've used it 3 times still. Like, I didn't need to use it at all because I was going to take a break. But I've used it 3 times. I'm very happy with that. Then we have Sky, and I've actually used this 12 times. So 12 times on the silver shade, including today. And today I actually used it very differently than I used to because this is very impactful. I love making impactful looks with this shade. However, today I forgot to prime my eyes, or I prime my eyes and then I set them. And when I have done my crease, I usually go in and kind of cut my crease, and then shimmers go on very well. Today, I forgot to, you know, do the second layer of eyeshadow base. And so it didn't stick as well as it usually does, which means I got a very like soft result. And I like it. I like it a lot. It was something I've never done before, actually. Or, you know, I played around with shimmers without an eyeshadow base many times, but I haven't done it with like really impactful shimmers because I want them to be impactful, you know? And so I haven't really tried it that much without the eyeshadow base stickiness that it needs to adhere to my face. I hope you understand what I mean. But I used this one and the pink shimmer from the ZZ palette today on my eyelids, and I think it's really nice. And so I think I'm going to do that a few more times. Then we come to Sweet, and I've used this one 5 times this month. I don't know if you can see a difference. I haven't checked the photos of how it looked last time, but here you go. And then the last shade, Candy, I've used 10 times. And it's almost gone. So for the ZZ palette, I want to hit pan, if I can. And in this one, I really want to use up the shade Candy and expand this silver shade again. Because it's the time for silvers right now. I don't know if I will use it that much later in the year. So we'll see. But that is my goal for that. So a hit pan goal, a use up goal, and I will also have a hit pan goal in this palette. This only had 1 pan showing when we looked at it last time. And even though I didn't feel like I needed to hit pan until this update, I wanted to do a no pan left behind on it, get some more points for my eyeshadow bank, and this is what it looks like today. So I hope you can see that pan a little bit better than you could last time, because I have used it an additional time. But other than that, you know, I have done the no pan left behind. Great. And I have used some of these shades a few times. So let's go through the usage. As you can see, I haven't hit any new pans, but that really wasn't my goal. I just wanted to get to know the palette a bit, see what I can do, play around, and that's what I've done. So let's get started with the first shade. This is called Reindeer. I've used it 4 times. Sleigh, I've used 3 times. Greetings, I've used 3 times. I love this shade. Eggnog, I've used once. Christmas Ham, I've used once. Cider, I've used 3 times. Wreath, I've used 4 times, and you can see I have a pretty good dip going on in that one. Holly, I've used 8 times. Mistletoe, I've used once. Candy Haze has 4 uses on it. Ivy, I've used 3 times. Christmas Stocking, I've used once. Bells, I've used twice. Fireplace, I've used twice. Presents, twice. And Snow Wish, I've used 13 times. Now, 13 times hasn't taken me long at all on this mat. As I suspected, the mats will take a long time to even get a dent in them. I can see that I've used Cider and Holly. I can see that I've used this one. I feel like I started to wear it down today because I used a precise brush. I've started using it in my eyebrows as well, just to get some additional usage on it, and it's just not budging. You know, you can clearly see all of the pictures still, and yeah, it is what it is. So the mats will take a really long time, which is why I really need to get started on them. And whenever I have used a shade 10 times, I will get a point for my eyeshadow bank. So I think in addition to hitting that pan that I was talking about, I want to hit 10 uses on at least 3 shades more. So if I use this one, I had used 13 times. If I use it 7 more times, I'm up to 20. So that would count for one of them, you know, having 10 more uses. Holly, I only need to use, was it 3 times? 2 more times to hit 10 uses. Then Greetings, I only had 3 uses on that one, but I really enjoy the shade. So I'm thinking maybe I can use that one 7 additional times, or maybe I can hit 30 uses on this one. Who knows? I think that will be a good goal, to just get going on some mats, so I don't ignore them just because I've hit a pan somewhere, because those are not the ones I will hit pan in, you know? So for the next update, I want to see at least 2 new pans, 1 used up shade, and 3 shades where I've hit 10 more uses. So that was it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and then I'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening. Bye.